The hidden sanctuary of the mountains. In a remote, mountainous region, there was a small village called Welangoda. The village was surrounded by evergreen forests, mist-covered mountain peaks, and stone caves that very few people truly knew about. According to the villagers, an ancient legend had existed for generations that somewhere among those mountains lay a place known as the Hidden Sanctuary. A young man named Sahan, who lived in the village, had a deep interest in ancient things. One rainy evening, while cleaning his grandfather's old wooden chest, he came across a book wrapped in faded papers. As he opened it, an old map slipped out. At the center of the map, a spot in the mountains was marked in gold. Beneath it were written the words, "Only those with courage, friendship, and wisdom will find this." Sahan's heart began to race. He realized this was no ordinary map. He told his closest friend, Nethmi, about it, and together they decided to set out in search of the mystery. The next morning, as the sun rose through the mist, they began their journey. At first, the path was easy, but gradually the forest grew denser. The sounds of birds suddenly fell silent. Strange noises echoed from among the leaves. At one point, they came across a massive stone cave. As they entered, a cold wind brushed against their faces. On the cave wall, an ancient message had been carved into the rock. Those who turn back in fear will find the path closed. Although Nethmi felt afraid, Sahan said to her, "If we stay together, nothing will happen." Inside the cave, there were 3 different doors. Studying the map carefully, they chose the correct path using their wisdom. The 2 wrong paths were sealed shut by heavy falling stones. At last, a huge stone door slowly opened. Inside, they did not find gold, gems, or treasure. Instead, they discovered an ancient library. Palm leaf manuscripts, maps drawn on the walls, and records of the village's lost history were all carefully preserved there. At that moment, they understood this sanctuary had been created not for greed, but for knowledge. They brought the manuscripts back to the village. From that day onward, the villagers rediscovered their forgotten history. The village of Welangoda became known for its wisdom and unity. Sahan and Nethmi realized that true adventure is not just a long journey, but the search for truth itself.